Your Australian visitor visa explained. So, you're dreaming of Australia. I don't blame you one bit. Maybe you're picturing yourself snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef, taking a selfie with a quokka on Rottnest Island, sipping a flat white in a trendy Melbourne laneway. It's a land of incredible contrasts, vast red deserts, lush, ancient rainforests. But before you can pack your bags and practice your best g'day, mate, there's a small but crucial step: securing an Australian visitor visa. It's your official golden ticket to enter the country for a temporary stay. Think of it as Australia's way of saying, "We're excited to have you, just let us know you're coming." The main purpose of this visa, officially known as the visitor visa, subclass 600, is to allow people to visit Australia for tourism, or to see family and friends. This could mean a 2-week holiday, a month-long backpacking trip along the coast, or even a 3-month stay to attend a family wedding. The key word here is visitor. This visa is strictly for temporary stays and does not grant you the right to work in Australia. The Australian government wants to ensure that visitors come for genuine tourist reasons. Checking the boxes for your Aussie adventure. Before you dive into the application form, check if you meet the eligibility requirements. This saves you time, money, and disappointment. The Australian Department of Home Affairs looks at a few key criteria for visitor visas. The most important is the genuine temporary entrant requirement. That means you must intend a short visit, obey visa conditions, and leave before your visa expires. They want to see your life and responsibilities are back home. How do you prove it? Show strong reasons to return home. Having a stable job owning property, having close family members staying behind being enrolled in school or university. Think about what ties you to your home country. These convince the officer your trip is temporary, not permanent. Another key requirement: enough money to support yourself. Australia can be expensive. They must be sure you won't need to work illegally. Demonstrate funds to cover your flights, accommodation, daily expenses, tourist activities. Finally, you must meet health and character requirements. Health checks protect public health. You might need a medical examination or a chest X-ray. Character means being of good conduct. Declare any criminal convictions. Answer truthfully. False info can lead to your visa being refused. Getting your documents in order is probably the most important part of the application process. Think of it like packing for your trip. You don't want to forget anything essential. A well-prepared set of documents makes the immigration officer's job easier and shows that you are a serious and organised applicant. The first and most crucial document is your passport. Make sure it is valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned departure date from Australia. You will need to provide a clear colour scan of the identity page, photo personal details, the passport's issue and expiry dates. Next up is proving your financial capacity. Prepare recent bank statements for the last 3 to 6 months. These statements should show a consistent savings history and a closing balance that can comfortably cover your trip. If someone else is sponsoring your trip, you'll need a letter from them, their bank statements, and proof of their relationship to you. Pay stubs, a letter from your employer confirming your salary or evidence of other assets. Evidence of your ties to your home country is also vital. This is how you satisfy the genuine temporary entrant requirement we talked about earlier. If you are employed, get a letter from your employer. That letter should state your position, salary, how long you've been employed, and that you have approved leave for your trip and will be returning to your job. If you are a student, a letter from your school or university confirming your enrollment and your expected return date is perfect. Evidence of property ownership, marriage certificate, birth certificate as of dependents. Finally, you should prepare a detailed travel itinerary. It doesn't have to be minute by minute, but it should outline what you intend to do in Australia. A cover letter is also a great idea. In this letter, you can personally explain the purpose of your trip, your itinerary, and why you will return home. It's your chance to speak directly to the case officer and make your application more personal and compelling. Gone are the days of paper forms and long queues at the embassy. Today, the entire Australian visitor visa application is done online through ImmiAccount. Your first step is to create one. Head over to the official Australian Department of Home Affairs website and look for the option to create an ImmiAccount. Click Create ImmiAccount and start the registration. You'll need to provide your name, your email address, and set up some security questions. Once your account is created, you'll receive a confirmation email. This account will be your personal portal to lodge forms, upload documents, and get correspondence. Once you're logged into your ImmiAccount, start a new application. Select the visitor visa, subclass 600. Choose the appropriate stream, most likely the tourist stream. The application form itself is quite long and detailed, so set aside time to fill it out. Don't rush it. The form asks for personal details, passport information, contact details, family members, employment history, travel history. Answer every question accurately and honestly. After filling all sections, you'll reach the document upload stage. This is where you'll attach the documents we gathered earlier. The system will show a list of recommended documents. Name files descriptively, for example, passportjohnsmith.pdf or bank statement January 2025, PDF. The final step is paying the visa application charge online. Once payment is processed, submit your application. You will receive an immediate acknowledgement that your application has been received. You can log back into your ImmiAccount anytime to check status. Received, in progress, further assessment. Now the waiting begins. You've done it! You've filled out the forms, uploaded your documents, paid the fee, and hit that submit button. It's a great feeling of accomplishment. So what happens now? Your application is in the queue for a case officer at the Department of Home Affairs. You will receive an email and an ImmiAccount notification confirming your application was lodged. That confirmation includes a transaction reference number or TRN. Make sure to keep the TRN safe. Now comes the part that requires the most patience, the waiting game. The processing time for a visitor visa can vary significantly. The Department of Home Affairs posts global visa processing times on their website. They usually show ranges, like 25% of applications in X days and 90% in Y days. These times can fluctuate depending on application volume, the country you're applying from, and the complexity of your individual application. It's important to apply well in advance of your travel dates. During the waiting period, regularly check your email and your ImmiAccount. The case officer might need more information from you. This is called a request for further information, or sometimes an S56 request. They may ask for additional documents, clarification on something you wrote, or they may require a health examination or provide biometrics. It's extremely important to respond quickly and completely within the time frame they specify. Failing to do so can lead to a decision based on the info they already have, which could mean a refusal. While you wait, resist the urge to book non-refundable flights or accommodation. It's fine to have an itinerary, but avoid locking in expensive, non-refundable plans. Use this waiting time to plan the fun parts, researching hidden gems, finding the best restaurants, and dreaming about all the amazing experiences you'll have. Patience is key, and soon you'll receive that much-anticipated notification about the outcome. For many applicants, the process ends with submitting the form and waiting. However, for some, there are a couple of extra steps, providing biometrics, undergoing a health examination. Don't be alarmed. It's a standard part of the process for some applicants. Biometrics collection involves having your fingerprints scanned and a digital photograph taken. It's done to verify your identity and is a common security measure. It ensures the person applying is the same person travelling to Australia. If required, you'll get a notification in your ImmiAccount plus a letter to take to an Australian Biometric Collection Centre or Visa Application Centre. You cannot go to any photo studio. It must be an authorised partner. The letter includes instructions on finding the nearest centre and booking an appointment. Bring your passport and the instruction letter to the appointment. The process is quick, usually under 15 minutes. You might also be asked to do a health examination. More likely if you're from a country with higher health risks like tuberculosis, or if you plan to stay more than 6 months, or if you'll visit a hospital or healthcare facility while in Australia. If needed, you'll be notified through your ImmiAccount. You must see a government-approved panel physician, not your regular family doctor. The notification shows how to find an approved panel physician near you. The panel physician may do a physical checkup, a chest X-ray, or blood tests. They submit results directly to the Department of Home Affairs online. You won't get a copy of the results yourself. You pay the clinic fees directly. Complete required biometrics and health checks as soon as you're requested. Your visa can't be finalised until the department receives and assesses this information, so any delay by you delays your visa decision. The day will finally come when an email notification pops into your inbox. ImmiAccount update. Your heart might skip a beat. This is the moment of truth. Log in to your ImmiAccount to view the decision. If your application has been approved, you will find a visa grant notice in your correspondence. This document is your official proof that you have been granted a visa to enter Australia. Congratulations! All your careful preparation has paid off, and your Australian adventure is now officially on the horizon. Take a moment to celebrate this fantastic news. Your visa grant notice is a very important document. You should read it carefully from top to bottom. It will contain crucial information, including your visa grant number, the validity dates of your visa, the must not arrive after date, the length of stay you are permitted on each entry, and your visa conditions. Common conditions for a visitor visa include no work and maximum 3 months study. It's vital that you understand and abide by these conditions. Your visa is linked electronically to your passport, so you don't need a physical sticker, but it's always a good idea to print a copy of your grant notice and keep it with your travel documents. On the other hand, it is possible that your application may be refused. If this happens, you will receive a refusal notification letter. This news can be incredibly disappointing, especially after putting in so much effort. The letter will explain in detail the reasons why your application was not successful. It will reference the specific clauses in the migration law under which your application was refused. Most often, refusals for visitor visas are related to not meeting the genuine temporary entrant requirement. The case officer may not have been convinced that you intended to return home after your visit. Receiving a refusal is not necessarily the end of the road. Read the refusal letter very carefully to understand exactly what went wrong. If you believe the decision was wrong, and you can provide more compelling evidence, you are free to apply again in the future. There is no waiting period required before you can reapply. However, it is pointless to reapply with the exact same information. You must address the reasons for the previous refusal and significantly strengthen your new application with additional evidence. Having navigated this process myself and helped countless others, I've picked up a few practical tips and tricks that can really improve your chances. My number 1 tip: be completely honest. Never submit false information or fake documents. The Department of Home Affairs uses sophisticated checks to detect fraud. The consequences can be severe: visa refusal and multi-year bans. Always be truthful, even if a detail seems risky. Honesty is the best policy. Second tip: tell a consistent, logical story. Your application should read as a coherent narrative. Cover letter, itinerary, financial documents, employment letter. All must align. Explain any sudden large deposits in your bank. If you're backpacking for 2 months, your funds should match that plan. Cohesion convinces case officers. Don't underestimate a good cover letter. It's not always mandatory, but it's powerful. Use it to introduce yourself and state your trip purpose. Summarize your itinerary and explain how you meet requirements, especially GTE. Reiterate strong ties to home and intention to return. A personal touch helps you stand out. Finally, apply early and be patient. Processing times are unpredictable. Don't leave it to the last minute. Give yourself at least 2 to 3 months buffer. After applying, trust the process. Calling won't speed it up. Use the waiting time to plan your trip. Planning and patience go a long way. We've covered a lot of ground, from understanding what the Australian visitor visa is all about to navigating the final decision. It might seem like a daunting checklist of tasks, but when you break it down step by step, it's very manageable. The journey to Australia begins not at the airport, but with this first step: preparing a thoughtful, thorough visa application. Understanding the eligibility criteria, carefully gathering your documents, filling out the online form with honesty and precision lays a strong foundation for success. It's all about showing the Australian government you're a genuine visitor who will respect their rules. Remember the key pillars: proving you're a genuine temporary entrant with strong ties to your home, demonstrating sufficient funds for your trip meeting health and character requirements. Each document should strengthen those pillars: your passport, bank statements, employment letter, travel itinerary. Take your time, be organised, and add a personal touch with a cover letter that tells your story. Whether your application is approved right away or requires extra steps like biometrics, Stay engaged and respond promptly. If you face a refusal, don't lose heart, learn the reasons, and build a stronger case next time. The path to adventure may have bumps, but they make the destination sweeter. Seeing kangaroos in the wild, exploring vibrant cities, basking on sun-drenched beaches. Take a deep breath, you've got this. Follow this guide, take it one step at a time. Prepare your application with care. Stunning landscapes, unique wildlife, friendly faces. Australia awaits. Paperwork is a temporary hurdle. Soon you'll trade application forms for a boarding pass, ready for the trip of a lifetime. Get ready to say good day to Australia.